Good afternoon. Haven't posted for a while. Been a few things going on, so I thought I'd make a quick video. I'm just up the woods, prepping the kiln for hopefully loading tomorrow. Just thought you might like to have a look around, see what's going on. So we've got loads of bluebells. I'll go and show you them a bit closer in a minute. But right now I'm just prepped the kiln. So that's a few billets there ready to go in. Length of sycamore for the stringers. So because I've not been in for a while, so this is the inside of the kiln. The rabbits had managed to tunnel under them. So these are called the shoes. And if you look on the outside of the kiln, that's what they look like on the outside. They're just holes, and that's where the chimneys go. So you've got chimneys and vents all the way around, and you rotate them during the burn to get the burn to move around the kiln as you need it to. So the rabbits, bless them, like to come into the kiln. As you can hear, it's nice and echoey in here, and they bury down under the shoes in there, and they make nests. So I have had to dig out these thankfully empty nests this time, so we didn't have any baby bunnies digging around. So I'm going to leave it like this overnight, so I know what it looks like now. So if I come back in the morning, start loading, and there's any activity, then we can have a look and do something about it. So that's this bit. I thought also we'd go and have a look at the dead hedging and see how that's getting on, because that's started to grow now. I'll just give you a quick look around the woods, and you can hear the chiff-chaff, my friend's favourite bird. And it's starting to look lovely and green, and it's feeling a bit more like spring. So let's go and have a look round. So just coming into the glade, it's starting to look really nice with the bluebells. Don't get too many bluebells in the glade, just enough to be nice. And there's a canopy which we have the fire pit under. We do rent the glade out for weddings, and I do parties for kids here. And that's the A-frame, which is a really nice area for. We used it last weekend and had barbecue and bits and pieces. A couple of nice benches there. It's nice and sturdy. So this is really good. Sometimes when we have weddings, the guy brings a horse box trailer, puts that under here, and it fits beautifully. And then the other area is the fire pit. You can fit a couple of big giant teepees in the glade as well for people that want those, or stretch tents is another option. It just means if people have got a bigger party, they've got a bit of extra cover. So this is the view from under the canopy. It's talking a little bit quiet because we have got deer around at the moment, and we've got hares as well that live in the woods, and pheasants obviously. But sometimes we do get the deer. We get lots of squirrels, but you know, never mind. So this is looking out from underneath the canopy. So that's what we call the wildwoods. Try and keep that slightly less managed, just to give nature a space, because when I do have people here, they're not allowed in certain areas because I don't want the whole lot trumped on. And during bluebell season, we do ask that people stick to the path, because if you walk on the bluebells when they're in flower, they don't particularly like it very much, and they don't do so well the next year. That's the view from the canopy, and then we look out back onto the glade. Sorry if I'm going a bit fast. So that's the view from the canopy. There's Tigger. Sorry, that's the truck. That's looking out into the glade. That's your A-frame there. So it's a nice secluded little glade. There's a little track that goes back up towards the gate. Giving you a right little tour here. Right, we'll go and have a look at the dead hedging and probably stop on the way as well. So I thought we'd stop, just have a look in the wilder part of the woods, because it's really nice. You can hear the wood pigeon, but if you listen really carefully, you might be able to hear the skylark. So we've just got a field just the other side of these trees and bluebells, and we get lots of skylark singing. So I can hear pheasants, skylarks, wood pigeons. There's a song thrush somewhere. So there's lots of life, and there's lots of bees buzzing around. We've got a few primroses left. Oh, Now there's a spot. Hold on, bear with. Come back this way a bit. We do have a few of these around though. It's very few and far between. I've got some white bluebells. Not quite completely opened out yet. That's nice to see. They're not very rare. Unusual. Right, let's carry on. Hello, for those of you that have just joined us. We've just come to look at the hedge that we laid a little while ago, see how it's come on. For those of you that have kept with us for the whole thing, we're back now with the hedge. Okay, so let's have a look. Well, it's looking alright. It's obviously coming into leaf, which is all good. So that's coming out really nicely. It's rubbing up well, which is lovely. It's nice to see, because it means I didn't completely kill it. I was hoping not to. It's got lots of greenery, particularly that end. One in the middle. It comes down to this end. It's not quite so much green, but it will soon green up a bit. It starts to send shoots up. Lots of little bits and pieces growing. You can hear the skylarks singing away, so I'm really pleased with that actually. That's made a nice barrier. If I go back round the other side of the tree, you'll be able to see it a bit better. So this is from the other side of the tree that's here. Sycamore tree and an ash side by side. So light's in the wrong place unfortunately, but you can see it's made a really good strong barrier, and that's only going to get stronger as time goes on. So yeah, pleased with that. It should just get bigger and stronger and come back and titivate in the autumn. Yeah, maybe I'll come in the morning and take another video when the light's behind me. That'll be a bit easier for everyone to see then. Yeah, it's not too bad. Happy with that.